Inspire with Nendrix, the foundation.
Hey, how are you? Come back into this space. I hope you have 5 minutes for me. I have another 5-minute quickie for you. This is Dr. Danielle Hairston, and I'm coming back to you with a 5-minute quickie, and I hope you have some time. Just 5 minutes. I'll give you a couple seconds to stop what you're doing. Okay, are you in here? All right, so 5-minute quickie today. I hope you have had an amazing month. I sure have. Discovering a lot, learning a lot, connecting with people, and sharing a lot. But I just, wanted to come by today to talk to you about living your truth, right? I think that when we're growing up, we're always trying to figure out what our truth is. How can we live peacefully? How can we live and find joy? How can we find balance and center and all of that stuff? And it takes some time for some people. Some people get it right away, and some people, they struggle with it. I will tell you that, it's have always been a journey for me to find that truth and live in my truth. And I think that when people find that, they live differently, they feel differently. Beautiful experiences happen for them. They surround themselves with people who are authentic. It's just a natural gravitation towards them. So here's just a couple things that I would say has helped me a little bit with living, in my truth. And it might be different for everyone, but this is what has helped me. And this is what will help you discover if you're living in your truth. First of all, I feel so balanced. At some point in my life, I was feeling like off balance. Like things was just happening. Life was just all over the place, just throwing me curveballs. And I was actively responding to every curveball that was thrown at me. And it was really taking me off balance. Now in my life, I would say that there is a lot more balance for me. I really, consciously pay attention to the way I spend my days, my hours. I pay attention to how much time I spend on, watching television, engaging in gossip, being on the telephone. Like I really, really find balance in my life. And even with, work and life balance, right? There's no real such thing as a perfect balance between work and life, because sometimes you're going to give more to one than the other, but really kind of finding enough balance to kind of give you some peace. That's one thing that I do for myself. Look for that balance. So if you don't have it, then this is a good time to start exploring what that is. I'm not looking for people to complete me. I think that's the other thing that helps me live in my truth. Yes, I love being in relationships, and I love companionship, and I love spending time with my children, and I love spending time with my family. But I don't look to my children and my family, my relationships, and even my job to complete me. I think that those are things that you can't control, right? I can't control the love that I get from people. I can't control the consideration I get from people, but I can control how I care for myself. And I think that I focus so much on making sure that my mind and my body and my spirit is right and is aligned, that is completion for me. That's completion for me. And I think when other people see that, they tend to gravitate towards you, because they know that you're not looking for them to put that burden on them to complete you. But folks will tend to want to be around folks, that are completed, because there's something about that spirit that energizes them. The other thing that I don't do is I don't take things personally. I think that sometimes people spew ugliness and meanness and things towards you that really doesn't have anything to do with you. When people are ugly and hateful and just, bent on just being destructive, it's less about you and more about them, their experiences, their growth, their background, their trauma. And I don't take those things personally like I used to. I used to take those things personally, but I don't anymore, because I'm really trying to live in my truth and have balance. And then the other thing that's, that I find that's really helpful for me. I think, let me think. I think one of the last things is that I believe that I'm enough, right? I think that I believe that my talent and my experience and my knowledge is enough. I think I bring that talent and experience to the table, and people can either take it or not. I don't look for anyone to validate if what I have and what I do is enough. Because I feel like it's enough for me. I feel like that I contribute to the world. I feel like I contribute to people. I feel like I can contribute to other people's growth, and that's enough for me. So I don't look for others to validate my worth. I know what my worth is, and my mother used to always say that if you don't tell people what your worth is, they will tell you. So those are just a couple of things that I wanted to share with you about finding your own truth. Are you living in your truth? Are you living in your truth? Stop by with me again so we can talk a little bit more about this. But in the meantime, go in the community and embrace someone. They're waiting for you, and continue to live your absolute best life.
My Lacasa boy, this is my residence. My prescription boy, this is my medicine. The world can be sickening and living in house resemblance. Not to mention the media's effort to keep us in the most simplistic state of mind. Lowest age bracket committing the highest rate of crime.